Hello, I'm John Ramsey, and today I'm at Hester's Family Fitness to introduce you to, or perhaps reintroduce you to, Ultimate Fighting. Now, perhaps you've been on the lazy boy late at night, clicked around a little bit, and caught a little bit of Ultimate Fighting and found it very captivating. I promise you this, if you feel the tension in the ring right now, it's because it exists. Ultimate Fighting, martial arts, what's it all about? Well, there are many different disciplines. In fact, we have a few favorites here. Yours, sir, is?
Jiu-Jitsu.
Jiu-Jitsu. And yours?
I like Muay Thai.
Muay Thai. Okay, let's find the man in the corner. Yours is?
Ground and pound.
Ground and pound. If it sounds very physical, yes it is. These are special athletes, not your Wheaties box type of athletes, nor do they want to be. These guys, I promise you, lay it all out here in the ring. Not only their ego, but their heart. It all happens right here. I promise you, plenty of action. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Louisville Fight Club. The LFC, the Louisville Fight Club, it's been quite a success story, but for its continued success, you need a coach like Vince Lombardi. You need a trainer like Angelo Dundee. You need a manager maybe like Bert Sugar in boxing. Well, for the LFC, for the Louisville Fight Club, all of those things actually are one man. That's why I'd like to introduce you now to Mr. Jason Y. Jason, thanks for dropping in, my man. Good to see you.
Nice to meet you.
You know, I've talked to some of your fighters, Jason. They think a lot of you. Not only are you a manager, a trainer, a coach, but I think the title that I would be most proud of, and I'm sure you are, is a friend. How do you retain that friendship, that relationship, as well as being their coach?
Well, they know that I'm the one that pushes them to work, that's for sure. If I wasn't there, they wouldn't do a thing.
Let's talk about some of that work. You know, I realize that this sport, maybe more than all others, takes all kinds of discipline as far as leg strength, arm strength, core strength, balance. You really have to have it all, reflexes. Tell me a little bit about the training.
We start off with a 3-hour session. The first hour and a half is all cardio and strength training. The cardio, we do anything from running to calisthenics to just plain old push-ups. But as far as the strength goes, we use a kettlebell. It's a Russian kettlebell. It's a kind of a cannonball with a rounded off handle.
I've seen those.
Yeah, they're awesome. They
It's
build
old
you from the
school
back of your
training.
neck to your ankles.
It's old school, isn't it?
Yeah,
Hey,
kind of like with the dinosaur training, like they say.
Nothing wrong with that. Now, you've had a lot of success. The sport has experienced a lot of success. If you could talk about the best case scenario, an optimistic view of where the Louisville Fight Club is headed.
I'd like to head to the UFC. I'd like to see all my guys fight in the UFC. Or even Pride, we'd be happy with that.
All righty. So if someone is interested in joining the LFC, the Louisville Fight Club, how would they do that?
Go to our website, LouisvilleMMA.com. Leave an email and we'll get back to you.
All righty. You're doing my job for me. Very well. Jason Y is here. Yes, coach, trainer, friend. He is all of that for the Louisville Fight Club. And as he mentioned, you can check him out, LouisvilleMMA.com, about all the upcoming bouts. And again, we'd like to thank Hester's Family Fitness for not only supplying a great training center, but also this fantastic climbing wall. It's absolutely fabulous, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
All right. We'll be right back on the Louisville Fight Club. To really understand the sport of ultimate fighting, you've got to get a little insight, a little knowledge about the athletes. And with the Louisville Fight Club now, this is Mr. Jason Bryant. Jason, just a couple of questions for you. My man, there is no question. This sport is smoking hot. You can't leave it. You can't take your eyes away from it. It's like a really good train wreck.
Oh, yes.
Tell me, why do you think the sport's so hot? What is the attraction?
Well, that's just, everybody's drawn to it. You know, it's just, you know, you flip through the channels, whether you hate it or love it, you still stop, you know. So it's definitely good, you know. It's a lot better than boxing. There's different angles. You can have a guy getting his butt whooped and turn around and get tapped out. It happens, you know, so there's definitely a good twist to mixed martial arts.
It moves very quick, and what I do like about it, although everyone, you watch this and people will say, wow, it looks really violent, but what I do like, they really look out for the athletes. If someone's in trouble, boom, it's over. It's called very quickly, isn't it?
Yes.
What does the sport do for you as an athlete? What is the attraction for you?
Well, I just love the tension. I love the fuse. I love getting anger out. I love getting tension out. I love light tension-free training. You know, it's so perfect. Flows so perfect in my life. You know, I grew up fighting. Did do nothing to get me in trouble, of course, but now, you know, I got an outlet. You know, I get all the tension. I get all the anger. You know, it's not just about that. You know, it's just about being confident and feeling good about yourself and know what you can do without having to do it.
You've got a big upcoming bout.
Oh, yes.
Tell me a little about that, Jason.
Well, I'm fighting for the belt and cage range. I'm fighting Justin Hurts. I beat him once before. He's 10 times better. Of course, I'm better myself. You know, it's a big belt. It's gonna be my third belt. You know, so I'm looking forward to taking it.
For kids out there who are attracted by the sport, maybe they want to participate, you mentioned the confidence builder, that it builds confidence.
Oh, yes.
What is some of the discipline or actually how can they achieve success? How can a kid out there say, hey, I can succeed in this sport? What's it going to take?
Oh, just dedication. You know, you just got to show up. You got, it's just like working out. You know, the things you hate the most is usually what you got to work on. You know, if you don't like standing up and fighting, striking, that's what you need to work on the most. If you don't like grappling, jiu-jitsu and everything, you need to work more on the ground. So it definitely builds up a good confidence. It builds up yourself and power. It's perfect.
So if we're out one night, things don't go my way, you got my back, right?
Oh, yes.
All right.
You got
Jason
that, John
Bryant,
Ramsey.
I've enjoyed it very much. As
Oh,
you can
yes.
see the intensity in this athlete, we encourage you for upcoming bouts, schedules, check them out, LouisvilleMMA.com. The city is Evansville, Indiana. It's Jason Bryant taking on Jeff Mackey, who is the local favorite. All right, tell us a little bit before we get started here, Jason. I am honored to be with one of the fighters here, Jason Bryant. We won't tell you which end of the fight he ended up on, but tell me a little bit about your opponent, if you would, Jason.
Yeah, Jeff Mackey. He's definitely one of the toughest guys out of Evansville. He's a hometown favorite. He sells the tickets out every time. He's actually a real good guy. I respect the guy. He's a respectable, good fighter.
How can you not respect a guy when you're in the ring like that and you both got, the fortitude and also to just put it all on the line right there in the square. So here we go. What's going on now? Describe what's going on.
Yeah, well, Jeff Mackey's throwing knees at me, and I'm right here. I'm going for a hip toss, and he beat me to it. Boom! He took me down. Figured he's going to ground a pound on me. Try to rain on me a little bit.
What are you thinking right here? Are you in trouble? Are you pretty much in control? You know what's going on?
I'm relaxed. I'm fine. Just as long as he don't pull mount on me. He's got me in side control right now, so I'm staying up just so he can't pull mount. But here in a minute, I'll just work on just getting up to my feet where I can start banging again.
Already, I think I have recognized that you are the stronger of the two. Did you find down in close quarters like that? Could you feel that you were stronger than him?
Yeah, he's definitely a tough guy. He's from the Army, he trains, he runs, he does everything he should do.
Now he's wailing on you now, but see, your strength came into play. I saw you.
Yeah.
He couldn't hold you down.
Yeah,
for long.
No, I didn't get to my feet. That's called instinct right there.
Okay, what's going on now? I just saw it. Now, what are you attempting to do?
Yeah, right here, I'm gonna pull one of my moves. It's called a little roll. So some people call it different terminologies, but I thought it was a move I made up till I seen other people do it. So. My main thing was get them down, pull them out. If I can do it all in one move, bam, there it is. That
was unique. Now, you talk about shots to the body early when he was throwing those knees. Can you feel those now? Does that fatigue you a little bit?
Not really. I knew they were there, of course. But knees in the face, I've been kneed in the face, plenty, dozens of times. So. Knees in the face definitely hurts more, if you ask me.
Obviously, you're in control. You've got a nice hold here on him. Tell me about what's going on and what you're thinking.
Yeah, well, I got him in full mount. That's definitely my main position. My main thing is try to rain on you, try to let the ref stop it, or try to split you open. So you'll bleed and the ref will stop it from bleeding.
I've been in some nasty storms, but I don't think I've ever been rained on quite that hard.
Oh yeah,
Jason.
when it rains, it pours.
It is definitely pouring on Mr. Mackey here. All right, now fatigue. Obviously, it has to come into play here very shortly for both of you. If you were him, what would you be thinking right now? What's your move?
There's quite a few escapes. Me personally, I usually just buck as hard as I can, just go out the back door, or he can pull elbow escapes or whatever. But I'm just, once I get somebody where I want them, I'd rather just stick it out. I could throw plenty of submissions at this point, but why give up position for a submission when I could just, end the fight by striking?
So what you're saying is the risk of trying to go into a submission is nice. Right now you're in control.
Like if I went for arm bar or pop to the side, go for key lock or any kind of side chokes or anything, it's just I'm definitely giving up position. I've learned in the past. Me personally, I just my instinct's to pound on them, so that's what I do.
I'd say your instincts are working here, Jason. All right, you're about a minute away from the end of the round. Fatigue is setting in. His corner, does he realize how much trouble that he is in at this point?
Oh yeah, he definitely. I done punched him in his face good 100 times maybe.
Yeah.
You know, but that's just any other time the ref would stop it, but he's a hometown favorite. You know, and he's good at pulling out of bad positions. But you know, I just say stay so tight on him. You know, just I try to make it impossible.
It's nice to hear there's a respect level in the sport.
Oh yeah.
Obviously, you're feeling his strength. He still had something in him, didn't he?
Oh yeah. You know, it's just that's the thing. You get stuck in a bad position. You give everything you got to get out of it, and chances are, if you don't get out within the first seconds, you know, you ain't gonna get out, and you're just wasting more time with less energy.
Mentioned a couple of times that he is the local hometown favorite. How do you like going into enemy territory when everyone's cheering against you?
I'd rather be the underdog any day. I love it. You know, that's where I grew.
Well, I'd say you're excelling here. All right, we're getting close to the end of the round. Obviously, his corner cannot wait for this round to be over. You, on the other hand, were you thinking about throwing a submission hold here, or you just?
No, I'm still thinking about the ref stopping it. You know, I done looked at the ref a couple times, but right here, he's trying to go for an escape right here. Boom, he hooked my arm, rolled me over. He's tempted to roll for a knee bar. So his whole purpose is to get over and hyperextend my knee, you know. But I got strong legs, you know. I hack squat hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of pounds.
You overcame that real quickly.
Oh yeah, you know. So it's just figure I just reach around, give him a little tap on the mouth, you know, and you know, try to finish it out. I knew the round was almost over, so I figured I'd just control him, make sure I win the round, and come back and try to do it again.
Well, the fans in Evansville definitely getting their money's worth as we end the first round.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is your corner is, well, rightfully so. They're happy.
Oh yeah, Gavin Worth and Jason White and Daniel Pewter. You know, they're real good friends of mine. They support me just like family would on anything.
Okay, what are they saying right here?
I just tell me good work, you know, just pat me on my back, give me the encouragement that they need. You know, that's what it all comes from. You know, It comes from good support. If nobody had good support, nothing would ever, you know, overcome.
Well, obviously you're in control here, and as his corner prepares him for round number 2, I know you're getting ready for round number 2. We're going to put you on ice for a second as you wait for round number 2. Nothing wrong with a good-looking ring card, brother.
Oh no, it definitely helps the show.
All righty. Well, they're going to apply a little ice to Jason, get him ready. Obviously, you need a little breather here. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah,
we're getting ready for a very exciting. And there's the ice, and that we'll get ready for round number 2. We'll be right back on Louisville Fight Club. Welcome back to the Louisville Fight Club as we get ready for round number 2. Jason Bryant, Jeff Mackey, Evansville, Indiana. And okay, obviously you won. How does the scoring work? For a spectator, it's pretty obvious that you won the first round, but how does that work, Jason?
Well, we got different judges. You know, they go by points. You know, they go by different things. This is a Japanese-based competition, so this is based off of Japanese rules. And my whole idea is coming in, you know, taking them back down. You know, so
obviously you're being the aggressor here. You want to take advantage of that first round. You think you can? You're trying to take him down here?
Oh yeah. So I'm just waiting for him to lock his hands. As soon as he locks his hands, I'm gonna pull one of my signature moves. It's just a roll I do, a little flip, boom, flip, boom, right to a good position.
Nice, very nice. That's
I look
impressive.
at my corner and smile.
You know what's nice about that move, Jason? Not only takes lower body strength, but upper body strength as well to begin that move.
Yes.
Okay, now I'm assuming you want to get much in the same position that you were in the first round. I'm gonna get him down.
Yeah, well, he got me in half guard, and that's a dangerous position. And with some jiu-jitsu guys, you know, it could be dangerous for both of us. You know, you can easily lose your position from a position like that. So if I give him any room to work with, if I raise up on him to strike or work something, you know, he can move out. So I try to apply a key lock right here, just because I know they base points off of catches, and that's when you have a submission and you don't tap them out with it, but they'll still give you a point for it because it was a catch. So yeah, I figured I'd try to catch a point right here. I knew I didn't have the leverage to tap him, so I figured I'd hang on to him and bang his ribs a little bit more.
All right, now, what in the position he's in? What is he thinking? He's trying to get you in his own submission hold.
Oh yeah,
I
got a hold of one of his arms. Yeah. Well, you know, there ain't really much he can do right now because I'm staying so low on him. You know, I ain't giving him no room to work with. You know, as soon as I raise up, that's when we'll be back up, and that's when the fight could easily overchange.
Now, do you want to be up and standing right now at this point, or do you like the position you're in?
Well, I'm a ground and pound type of guy. You know, really, because I experiment every time I fight. You know, so and this is my experimental with going out here and just taking them down.
You seem very relaxed here. Very relaxed. Okay, now, what are you thinking now? What's your corner
Well,
telling you?
he managed to pull guard, and that's definitely a more dangerous position. So if I raise up, I can get caught in triangle chokes, I can get caught in arm bars, I can get caught in pretty much every submission there is to throw. So my main thing is keep my distance, don't get overwhelmed. As soon as I get overwhelmed, try to finish the fight. He's gonna catch me or something.
Well, that's hard to keep your wits about you when the fatigue is set in. You're in probably about the midway point in the second round. 2 5-minute rounds is what we're talking about here. Do you feel like you're in control, or do you feel that he's gaining some?
Yeah, he's trying to give me some little taps right here. I just keep headbutting his fist. Boom, 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 boom. Shake my head at him. Let him know he ain't hurt me. It's all about a man thing. It's a mental thing. If I can get into your head before I fight, guess what? I done beat you.
I think so. I think, like I said, from a spectator's vantage point, of course, it's much more complex than this, but it looks like you're in control.
Yes, they pulled me off of him. I don't know why, but I figured the round was over or whatever, So here he comes. I'm still looking at my corner because I'm not really sweating. He tries to sucker punch me, so I throw a foot sweep, and here goes the old triangle I was telling you about. Boom. I said that's what he was waiting for me to do earlier, and the whole crowd goes crazy because they think he's going to choke me out.
Not going to happen. How did you get out of this hole?
Yeah, well, he didn't have it synced tight enough, and I was overpowered. The main thing is not letting him get my arm across. So the best thing I can do is shift my position where there's less leverage and room to work with.
Do you find, Jason, that you can make mistakes, but your strength seems to compensate? You're definitely outmaneuvering there.
It don't always work to your favor, but luckily at this one it did.
Well, now you're going back on the offensive here.
Yeah, well, he has me in a hole that's not choking me. My main thing is finish out the round banging, just make sure I win the round. I ain't really affecting him much, but boom, the round's over. And guess who won this one?
Guess who won this one? Jason, go ahead and call it.
Oh, yeah, it's me.
It's you all the way.
Yeah.
You got to feel good after that, going into enemy territory and getting the win.
Oh, yeah, because the hometown favored, everybody loves him to death. I see why he's a good fighter.
Well, the respect level's there. You certainly earned his. Congratulations to you, Jason Bryant.
Oh, thanks a lot. It's just, I appreciate everybody's support. I appreciate the crowd. I appreciate everybody coming to support what we do.
All right, we'll be right back on Louisville Fight Club. All right, congratulations to you. That's got to feel good.
Oh, yeah.
Hello, I'm Jason White from Louisville MMA, and I'm here with Jason Bryant with Defensive Tip of the Week.
Yeah, let's say if I'm out on the street and the guy wants to bum rush me, first thing I want to do is take a step back, take a control position, and pull his head down with my other arm. I'm going to get up underneath his stomach. And with this hold, I can use his momentum and use my momentum for a roll. I can roll up on him, apply a guillotine choke, reach through, apply a crucifixion, pop down, apply an over and under choke, or I can ground and pound. That's Jason Bryant with Defense Tactics of the Week.
I certainly hope that, like myself, you've enjoyed this up-close and personal look at the sport of ultimate fighting and, of course, these very disciplined athletes. We'd like to thank Hester Family Fitness for being the official home of the Louisville Fight Club, and we invite you to come on out and see these guys in person. Check us out on the web, LouisvilleMMA.com. We'll see you next time on the Louisville Fight Club.